I'm the Flat Rate Master, and today we're talking about weird job requirements. I'm going to do my best to not give you my opinion. I know some of you in the audience will be surprised if I actually make it through this video without, saying stuff. But this is weird job requirements that I've had seen talked about on Facebook groups, in advertising, in person, etc. And I want to see what the audience's reaction to some of these requirements. Are they no big deal, or are they something that would be a deal killer for you? So the first one is one I got talked about in a job interview, and that is corporate retreats, required corporate retreats. Now, they will pay for your family to go wherever they're going. I don't know exactly what that entails, whether they give you some gas money, because they were talking about Florida. For Georgia, that's not a big deal, but they have shops in other places. And I don't know how big corporate, I don't know if they fly your whole family or whatever, but it's required. You have to go to this meeting. Yeah, you get a couple days at a resort somewhere, but on the other side of it, you're going to a corporate meeting. So let me know in the comments. That's what this whole video is going to be, is me trying not to give you my opinions on these. Now, I didn't take that job, but it wasn't for that reason. So in the interview process, you are required to produce the W-2 from your last job. You have to prove to them that whatever you say you made at the last job is what you made. Now, I'm not saying anything about that. I am going to add, however, it is not illegal. As best of my research can find, it is not illegal, but it is very common in other industries. And I think this is a lot of what's creeping into our industry, is a lot of corporate America stuff. So I'll leave it at that. Another job requirement is you're assigned reading. You're assigned actual books that you have to take your time to read, and then you are quizzed on them on a weekly basis. This is getting to be more and more common, and I know there's going to be a bunch of comments on that one, is required ASE certifications and various paid reimbursements, raises included, but it's a requirement that you get all of your ASEs. Required training. So training is going to be broken up into a couple different kind of groups. So try to differentiate when you mention it in the comments. First group is training is required, and they sign you up for whatever classes are available, and you are required to be there. No matter what's going on in your life, in your family, or whether that class is relevant to you or not. Required out-of-town training. That includes like going to Vision, KC, and STX, or, any of the other major training events, like the one up in North Carolina that I, for some reason, can't remember the name of. But those, you're required to go to these. They pay for travel. Paid or not is kind of varies between shops. So I don't, I'm not going to say a blanket, but some shops are requiring people to go to these large events. Let me know in the comments. Required yearly training, meaning you have to have so many hours of training per year. That means you have to go to a certain number of classes that total up to a certain number of hours every year, and it's required. Now, again, paying for the training classes themselves, I may or may not be included, and paying for your time also may or may not be included. But you're required to go to these training classes. So let me know in the comments. Required corporate meetings. Enough said. You're required to go to some meeting, and, maybe weekly, maybe monthly, maybe every day. Varies by shop, but let me know what your thoughts on these corporate meetings generally are. So this video probably isn't helpful at all, other than kind of seeing what the general thoughts are of the technicians in my audience about these requirements. I think it'll be a good learning experience for all of us. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. I think this is something important to discuss because a lot of corporate stuff is coming into this industry, and let me know your feedback. Again, I'm trying to be good and not say my opinion. So as always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.